Hello everyone. The topic of study here is cellular telephony. Cellular telephony, it is mainly called as mobile. That is the telephone or a mobile device which will be roaming in the network, or you are moving from one place to another place using a cellular phone, that is the telephone, or a mobile unit. It is called, so it is a telephone. It is called as cellular telephony. And here cellular telephony, it is designed to provide communication between two moving units, which are nothing but the mobile units which we carry with us every time. They are called as mobile stations, or between one mobile unit and one stationary unit, often called as land unit. So it's going to provide the communication between two moving devices, or between one moving device and one more is in the still, that is a landline unit. So it is going to provide the communication between a landline phone and a mobile station, or between the two moving stations, that is nothing but your cell phones. And here we are going to study about operation of cellular telephony. So this telephone system or cellular system consists of some parts. The first part is called as MS. MS is nothing but the mobile station. The cell phones what we carry, it is called as a mobile station. So here we can find around 5 mobile stations which are connected to one base station. Base station is nothing but an antenna, which you can find it in your diagram. So many cell phones, they have been connected to one base station, and this entire thing, it is called as a cell. So cell consists of base station as well as multiple mobile stations, and this cell is indicated in a hexadecimal, it is represented in a hexagonal format. It is going to indicate an area where it is also called as a cell. So here to make our cell phones tracing possible, we are going to divide the areas into smaller regions, and those smaller regions are called as cell. So it contains the antenna which is controlled by AC powered networks or through the solar networks, and all the base stations, they are in turn connected with the mobile switching center. You can see that the cell size is not fixed. It is going to increase or decrease depending upon the population of the area. If the population is more, then the cell size is less, and if the population is very less, then the cell size is going to be more. And base stations are all the mobile stations are connected to the base stations. And the next component here is mobile switching center, which is called as MSC. So all the base stations, they are connected to the mobile switching centers. Whatever the signals antenna receive, or a base station receive, those signals are sent to the mobile switching center. It is called as MSC. What this MSC does is, it is going to accept the signals from base station and it's going to forward it to PSTN, and it has some other functionalities which we are going to discuss later. And public switch telephone network, it's going to forward the call to the actual person to whom we are calling, that is called as a stationary phone, and the functionalities of these are explained later. Here you can find base station, which is at the center of a cell. You may have a cell which is represented in a hexagonal format, and it has a central antenna which is going to be called as a controller, or it is also called as transceiver, because it's going to transmit and receive the signals to our mobile stations. Next, controller handles call process. Controller, it is nothing but the base station which is going to handle all the calling and receiving processes. The number of mobile nodes unit may be in use at a given time. So there may be multiple mobile units that can be in use at a given time. There may not be a single cell phone that may be using and it is connected to base station. A single base station can handle multiple mobile stations. Next, base station connected to mobile switching network. If you consider one mobile switching network, it can be connected to multiple base stations. Next, you have MSC to base link by wire and wireless connection. So MSC, that is mobile switching center, it is connected to base station through wired or wireless link. Next, what is the functionality of MSC? Is MSC connects call between mobile unit and from mobile to fixed telecommunication network. So it's going to connect the call between a mobile station and a fixed telecommunication network, and it is also assigned is going to assign a voice channel for the communication and performs handoff. Handoff, it is a process which we are going to carry out when we are moving from one network to the another network. That is, when we are in roaming stage, we move from one network to the another network, and handoff is also supported in a cellular network. Next, monitors calls, that is billing is also performed by the mobile switching networks. At the end, or prepaid and postpaid, this billing, everything is performed by the MSC, and this all is performed automatically. So it is called as fully automated. Typical call in single MSC area. What happens in a MSC area? MSC area, it's going to scan and select the strongest setup control channel. So while selecting a channel for communication, it's going to select the strongest channel which has the higher bandwidth and it can support the call. Automatically selected BS antenna of cell, it's going to automatically select the base station to which the call has to be forwarded and the person is present. Handshake to identify user and register location. This is nothing but the tracing. Call tracing can be performed from the MSC unit. Scan repeated to allow for movement. So this is nothing but the change of cell. Change of cell is nothing but change from one area to the another. This is called as handoff mechanism. Mobile unit monitors for pages. So paging, it is an operation that is performed for sending the signal query. If there is some signal loss in while transmitting the data, or if there is some error, then this is handled by the mobile unit station, that is MSC. Mobile originated call. Check setup channel is free. That is, as soon as we set up or we originate the call, it's going to check whether the channel is free or not. If it is free, then only you can communicate with the other person, or it is going to indicate it as a waiting period. Until it becomes idle, we have to wait for the network. Send number on pre-selected channel. So MSC has allocated a channel and it's going to send the signals to a particular number based on the particular channel. Next, you have the paging. MSC attempts to connect to mobile unit. Paging message sent to base station depending upon called mobile number. So when a phone call is called, or when phone is called, the telephone central office sends a number to the MSC. What this MSC does, MSC search for a location of the mobile station by sending a query message. When we are communicating with the other cell phone, MSC is going to search for the location of the receiver, and it's going to send the signals to the base station which is nearer to the receiver, and then it's going to then we'll be able to communicate with the other receiver. So this process is called as paging. It is finding the receiver, that receiver is present in which base station. Here we have a overview of cellular system. You have a mobile station which is nothing but your cell phone as well as the car. These two are mobile stations. Now we want to communicate with the public network, or which you have here as a landline or a telephone line, fixed telephone line. From cell phone we are going to call, or we are going to dial a particular number, and this will be transmitted to a base station, that is an antenna. What this antenna does is it's going to receive the signals from our cell phone, or that is the mobile station, and it will forward that to MSC. MSC is nothing but here mobile telecommunication switching office. This MSC, it is going to establish a path between two moving devices, or one moving and one fixed device, and it's going to establish a path if the path is available. Otherwise it's going to send back a message called as it is busy, or there is some error in the network. If it is idle, then it's going to communicate with the base station at the receiver side, and it will establish the connection with the other device. So here you can see that multiple base stations are connected to a single MSC. Typical call in single MSC area, and we are going to accept the call. Mobile unit recognizes the number on setup channel, so only you are able to see from where you are going to receive the signals. from here you are going to receive the signal. So typically MSC is also called as MDSO, response to base station, which sends response to MSC. MSC sets up a circuit between calling and a called base station. So it's going to establish the connection between two base stations. One is calling person's base station and the called person's base station. MSC selects available traffic channel within cells and notifies base stations. So it's going to check for the traffic, and if the traffic is not there, then the channel is idle, and it is going to establish a connection, and it's going to notify to the base station about that. Base station notify mobile unit of a channel. So it's going to be notify the mobile unit of a channel. On ongoing call, voice or data exchange through a respective base stations and mobile service stations or mobile service switching centers. So you are going to communicate through a pre-established channel. Next we have handoff. Handoff is mobile unit moves out of a range of a cell into a range of another cell. That is, this is nothing but the roaming. So we move from one unit to the another unit, or we move from one cell to the another cell. That is, we move from one area to the another network in a city. Then the traffic channel changes one assigned to the new base station. So it's going to change from one base station to the another base station without interrupting the service to the user. Even though we move from one cell to the another cell, that is from one area to the another area, we don't get any network problem here. So this is done because of the handoff. The operation of cellular telephony, the first operation is frequency reuse principle. Next one is transmitting, receiving, handoff and roaming. There are some other functionalities like call blocking. Call blocking occurs when we don't get the available bandwidth for a channel, and after number of trials also you are going to get it as busy tone. Call termination, user hangs up the call and MSC is informed about that. Call drop occurs when we don't have a good signal strength, then in that case call drop occurs. And calls to or from fixed and remote mobile stations, this is nothing but our landlines. So MSC is going to connect to a fixed landline, and we have a dedicated or fixed channel within that. Here we are going to study about the frequency reuse patterns. Here while communicating, we are going to send a signals. Those signals carry them every time, they do not carry a same set of frequencies for communication. So it's going to create interface for the users located near the cell boundaries. In this case, every time it is difficult to allocate different bandwidth or different channel for different calls. So what we are going to do is, we are going to reuse the pattern or the frequency pattern. We have the frequencies for radio frequencies. For radio channels, if we place it as 93.8, it's going to always play the same FM. So every time we have a certain limited set of frequencies that we can allow for the users. So these frequencies need to be reused every time. So to reuse these frequencies, we are going to call a reuse factor, or it is also represented with a letter N, where in the first diagram you can see that 4 frequencies have been reused. So N value here is 4. In the second one, 7 frequencies have been reused, and reusing factors are 7. So how many frequencies we are reusing, or these number of frequencies are allocated for the next calls, those number of frequencies are called as reuse factors, and it is usually represented as capital N. And those number of cells, how many we are reusing, those are called as reuse factors, and they are also called as patterns. The cell with the same number in the pattern can have the same set of frequencies, and we call those cells as reusing cells. Here we have 4 reusing cells in the first diagram and 7 reusing cells in the second diagram. and these patterns get repeated every time. Second one is transmitting. Mobile stations, they are going to transmit the call, and to transmit the call, the input what we are going to give is 10-digit number, and we are going to press the send button, and then the mobile station is going to scan, and it's going to check for the stronger signal band, and it's going to allocate the bandwidth, and then it's going to send across the network. Next is about the receiving. Receiving, it's going to perform a functionality called as paging, and what happens in paging is you can track who is calling us. So tracking is done at the receiving side, and it is also called as paging. That is, here you are going to send a query message to the cell which we are connected to. Next you have the handoff. There are two types of handoffs. One is hard handoff, and second one is called as soft handoff. In hard handoff, we move from one cell to the another cell. That is, we move from one area to the another area. As soon as we move from one area to another area, the first where we are connected, that is the first area connection will be lost, then we'll get connected to the second one. Then it is called as a hard handoff. The connection for the first area where we were earlier, that connection will be completely lost. Then after completely lost, we get connected to the second one. Then it is a hard handoff. In soft handoff, you can communicate with both the areas at the same time. Then it is called as soft handoff. You are connected to the base station of first area as well as the new area where you are moved. You can communicate with both the things. Then it is called as soft handoff. Next we have roaming. It is one of the feature of cellular telephony. Here you are unable to reach, or you are unable to get the coverage. In that case, you have the limited coverage, or it is also called as you are located at some remote area. Then you can get the channel bandwidth from the neighboring channels. Then it is called as, or the neighboring network. Then it is called as roaming, and based on that you can communicate. Thank you.